Be elite. Be elite. Be elite. Be elite. Welcome everybody to the Get Geeked podcast. What episode is it? 12, I believe.
73.
Episode 73, aka episode 12. And per usual, we're gonna start this thing off with news and gossip and announcements and all that good stuff before we get to our topics. In fact, dude, Alex, I even forgot to ask you what your topic was, but we'll get to it when it gets your turn. I guess I'll go first. But let's do announcements. Alex here. It's gonna be we're gonna have a video of unboxing of Steven Universe. Is it bobbleheads or what is it?
So it's going to be the Steven Universe Series 1 Wobblers by...
Wobblers.
By, I think, Mini Rockers. It's essentially like... They're little circles on top of circles. They look like snowmen, but when you flick them around, they always come back up. So you can have like a whole set and just like shake the table and they all just kind of shake around.
Word.
It's kind of cool if like if you have like a desk and you can just have it there, and if an earthquake happens, you'll know first.
Well,
so
if
it
you're
has two functions.
Well, if you're into figures, if you're into Steven Universe, if you're into Wobblers, he's doing an opening. I'm not gonna spoil it. But if you want your own box and you don't want to buy it, watch this video, like the video, comment on the video, shoot your Instagram, shoot us your Instagram. So that's our way of DMing you. We're gonna DM you through Instagram to get your info, and because if you get chosen, you get a free box, right?
So here are the prerequisites that I kind of laid down in the video. So I know not a lot of people, maybe not everybody has Instagram. So if we have to, we'll message you on YouTube. But like he said, make sure you're subscribed, because if we find your comment and you're not subscribed,
that's a no-no.
I'm going to choose you. Yeah. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video, and make sure you comment your favorite Steven Universe character.
Oh,
doesn't have to be one of the ones we opened, but just a character. If you just put like,
he's making you jump more hoops. It's all good though. It's easy.
I'm not going to choose a comment that just says like butt crack or something. It's not going to happen. But yeah, you're gonna want to do this because the box itself, a whole box goes upwards of like $100 to maybe $150.
Yep.
And the company stopped making these after Series 1, so they're a limited collection of the entire box. So you can keep them in a box if you want. You can open them, do your own unboxing, make other people talk about it, do your own thing, but you're not gonna want to go out and try to get these yourself because it's kind of impossible.
Also, the video should be up either before or after the podcast, so just look out for it. If you see your podcast first, you could look for it later if it's not out yet. But if it is already out, just go back to that video. But it's gonna come out around the same time.
There's a chance you watched it before this one.
True. And then also, if you can, tell a friend. We're gonna be doing more of this stuff. So if you
Tell your mama.
If you like free stuff, yeah, let your mama subscribe. I'm cool with it.
Let your mama know. She probably likes free stuff.
Shoot, let your grandma know. Let your auntie know too. Shoot, everybody in the family.
Your dog.
Speaking of dog,
You got a dog?
No. What do you call it? I Postmated from a place last weekend called Doghouse.
Dude, that place is awesome.
Yeah, dude. It was my first time ever getting it, and I was just like, oh my god, this is the most delicious freaking thing I've ever eaten. I was surely surprised. And
the week it came out, we went down there, and that's like a very hot spot. It's so hard to find parking around there.
Yeah. The cool thing is their hot dogs are not made with regular buns. They use like Hawaiian soft bread thingies. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's actually the pretty much the same thing. They use like somewhat of like a King's wine roll type thing.
Yeah, like a King's wine roll.
Went there.
It's crazy.
We went there like the first week it came out, back when we lived in Long Beach, and I got a burger. She got a hot dog, and my burger was made with like 4 of the Hawaiian sweet buns, just like cut in half. It is amazing.
And the cool thing is, it's not just for meat lovers. They have a whole menu for vegetarians too. There, I try. The crazy thing is, I'm into trying Impossible Burgers for some weird reason. Just because I can't eat too much beef because it's bad for the condition I have. So
It's bad for everybody.
so like when I crave it though, I want it, or I either eat real meat and just take the pain, but the impossible meat is the only thing that's the closest thing to meat that will satisfy my craving. So they had an Impossible Burger, and I ordered that, and that was even delicious.
Dude,
Jeez.
did you try the Impossible Burger from Carl's?
Yep, that's good too.
How was it?
The only thing about it is like when you get close to the end of the burger, it starts tasting like a weird like gas station burger. The only thing about that. But the first few bites, you're just like, oh, this is just a regular like, Famous Star. But then towards the end, you start getting this weird like fake taste, but it's pretty good. But I'll tell you what, the one from Doghouse, dude, I couldn't even tell. Like it tasted like a regular burger. I'm just like, whoa, pretty good.
Like,
but yeah,
'cause I remember a couple videos I watched on YouTube of like, every once in a while you'll get bored and watch like food videos. I remember.
dude, I watch food
there was
videos when
one-
I'm not bored.
I watch
Matt
food videos.
Matt Stoney for life.
Man, he is so freaking underrated. All these people like Joey Chestnut and all these other people are fine, but man, have you seen that dude knock out like a 2-foot long burrito in
Yeah.
like 60 seconds?
Although I have to
That is
say,
crazy.
I have to say though, the older he gets though, the slower he's been getting. Because I've seen some of his latest
Seriously.
videos. His time has gotten a little bit longer, but I'm still a Matt
You
Stoney fan. The Mega
if you-
Toad.
If you want to see some of his like primetime stuff, he watches like his the Costco challenge. There's like the NFL challenge. There's even the ones where he goes to like Olive Garden and eats there.
Watch him
endless
do
pasta.
the Super Bowl pho challenge. That is ridiculous because I've never seen anyone finish that challenge. I think he's like one of the only ones I've ever seen finish that challenge.
Except for one person I think I saw who beat it too, which is Mike Chen from Strictly Dumpling.
Oh yeah.
I think he did it too.
Yeah, because
But man, I
that
can't-
thing's crazy.
Those two dudes can eat.
Hell
I
yeah,
don't
they
know,
can eat.
like a medium.
And
I won't even
they're not
finish.
even fat. This is the crazy part.
No. Like when I get full, I want to throw up. When Mike Chen gets full, he just sneezes and then gets more food.
They dude, I don't
Max-
know. It's
Mike
crazy.
Stoney has like 8 stomachs, but yeah.
But yeah, let's move on because I just wanted to mention that I had Doghouse. It was delicious. If you guys are ever in the Long Beach area or the LA area, because they have two destination spots, one in LA, one in Long Beach. Check them out. Doghouse. Dog spelled DAUG.
Yeah, it's German. Also, because most, like the hardest choice you're ever gonna get if you go there is between a burger or a hot dog.
They're
So it's
both
up to you,
they're
but
both
it's a
good.
Doghouse. Yeah, but it's
Oh.
Doghouse, so I'd say probably go with the dog first.
If anything, try the God, I forgot what it was called. Like the Hangover. If you're a fan of eggs and anything, the Hangover is so delicious. Okay. I also now want to talk about the raid weekend for Pokemon Go. I think I had one of the best weeks in Pokemon Go.
I know, because you sent me the video, like the photos right as it happened, man.
It is ridiculous. Hold on. Your video is starting to lag again. Oh wait, no, it's back to normal. Okay, cool. But yeah, it was so awesome. Okay, for one thing, I finally caught that freaking Lake Guardian. God dang, dude. 30 raids, man. 30 raids. And I catch it on this raid week because luckily I did 10 of them on dinner raid hour, which is the stupidest thing. Even though I had a good week, that is the dumbest event. Dinner raid hour, where they put legendary raid hour is good because you get one monster to go after, but raid hour for every other raid is dumb because you have to pick and choose which one you want to go to, and then like some of them like you don't really care for, so it's just a waste. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. But I got the Late Guardian on my 10th one on that day, on that hour. And dang, dude, I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that raid again. I just wanted one. Get it out of the way. Boom, done. But on Saturday, yeah, we had a Lapras raid. The Lapras raid hour, or what? It's not even an hour. It was 3 hours. Awesome, because the thing is, I had work and I was only able to do it at lunch. I took my lunch right when it started. I messaged Alex here. It's like, yo, help me out if I don't get it. If maybe you could get it, and then we could trade for it. And so
as soon as I started looking, it sends me 2 photos.
it was so amazing. I took my lunch. I did the first raid, regular Lapras. And the thing was, I had ordered lunch too at the same time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one raid, go grab my lunch, and then go do a few more before I eat. So I grab my lunch. I go to the next one. There was no one at the next one. So I was like, where the heck are all the people? Because I was with I saw the group of people when they first started. I didn't know which way they went. So I kind of sped walk and actually found them. And then I did that next one. Boom, shiny. Boom, boom. One out, because there's two gyms right next to each other. I did one shiny and did the one right after it, thinking like, okay, I'm probably not gonna get another shiny one. Finished it. Boom, shiny, 2 shinies. I'm putting it up on the screen right here. Boom, look at them. It was so amazing, dude. Back to back, one after the other. Awesomeness. Now, I have 2 shiny Laprases. If any of you guys out there watching play Pokemon Go, I will trade you one of my shiny Laprases, if you don't have one, for a shiny Kyogre.
But you gotta make sure you got enough star points.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Dang it. I mean, I do, but a lot of people don't. That sucks.
Yeah, but
that
still for you, because you don't have shiny Kyogre in your Pokédex. So
nope,
it's gonna
I don't.
Be
yeah, I know, too. But I have the thing is I have the Stardust to spend to get it, but other people might not. So that kind of sucks. Well, luckily, coming up in the future, Kyogre is coming back in raids for a week or so. So I'm gonna try to get it then. So we'll see what happens.
I also heard that shiny Deoxys might be coming out soon too.
Don't know if that's true because I haven't heard of that. But who cares though? Deoxys is useless.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it was an awesome week. Kind of a weird middle event on the middle of the week, but the last event was amazing. I liked it. It was awesome. Now, let's move on to more news. The new Terminator trailer dropped. Have you seen it? Wait, say it again. Cut out.
I have not yet. Actually.
I've seen it. Here's the thing, though, because it comes with a caveat. Every Terminator trailer that I've watched is awesome. Not all the Terminator movies are.
No.
So this one was amazing, too. The only thing is I'm so scared because, I think the last 3 Terminator movies were just plain trash.
Straight trash.
But the trailers were all so amazing. All the trailers for all 3 of them were amazing. But the movies themselves were just trash. This one, I don't know, because it is said that James Cameron is back with it, but he's only producing. The actual director himself is Tim Miller, which is the director of Deadpool. I'll give Tim Miller that he did Deadpool good, but the thing is that was his only movie that he ever made. So this is kind of like his second run. So I don't know if he's gonna do good or not. But they're also bringing back all the classic characters like Linda Hamilton and of course Arnold. So I don't know.
Did you see that video of him getting drop kicked by that dude in Africa? I think
I did see it. Dude, he barely budged, man. And he
didn't move at all.
The rumor is too the guy that drop kicked him broke his leg because he got tackled by the security guard right after he did that.
It was Arnold's back.
Talking about, I know for real, dude. You kick Arnold's back and you get your foot broken.
He's the Terminator. He's made of metal. What do you expect?
Talking about straight karma, dude. Straight up karma right there, man.
Mm-hmm. So, just real quick, speaking of trailers,
Shoot.
3 is coming out soon, and
Wait,
I know a
wait.
lot of people.
You cut out again. What was it?
Borderlands 3
Oh, the
is
video
coming
game.
out soon.
Oh yeah, I thought it was already out. It's not out yet.
I don't think it's out yet. Well, if it is, it is. If not, it's not. But still, is going to be one of the best. I think one of the most heavily looked forward to games of the year, because I know a lot of people were really into it and expecting a lot more, considering that the last game that came out, I believe, was the Handsome Jack collection and the prequels. But this is supposed to be kind of like all of the games together, just a little more cleaned up, you know? Because if you have you played any of the Borderlands games?
I have not, but I know that they are popular because I mean, good God, their Funko Pops are everywhere, and they also sell out too. So like, I mean, and also I have to say it is a bit of a refreshment out of all the other video games, because right now the only two games that are dominating is basically Fortnite and Call of Duty. So you know, Borderlands is like
Well, I
a
mean,
refreshment.
Apex has a small hand in it.
Apex kind of died after the. I want to say like after
the boom of it.
Yeah, after the boom, because they didn't come out with solos. You know, a lot of people that were waiting for solos, like we're just still waiting for solos. So
We are still to this day, which is kind of the reason why I have yet to play, because I hate the fact that they're forcing you into a team. If you don't know it, most of the gamers out there are introverts. They hate dealing with people.
And not just that, but the way I get good at a game is I go solo and just figure it out myself before teaming up with anybody. Yeah. So
my first game, I was still learning everything. I just finished the tutorial. First game, I started getting yelled at because I didn't know how to use like this zip line thing to get back to inside the square, and I lost it. I was just like, this is some bull.
Well, let's just say that if you don't know how to deal with the toxicity of battle royale gamers, yeah, it's gonna be hard to get into it. Myself, I know how to deal with them because I know how to joke with them and I know how to shoot back, so it's actually fun for me. But I still don't like teaming up with randoms.
Yeah. Dude, the only reason why I'm so over it is because I've played way too much ever since season 1 of Overwatch. That's a lot of salt. And then League of Legends is just sodium packed into a video game. So I'm just over it, dude. I liked when PUBG came out because you could just play that for hours on your own.
Yeah,
just
solo.
Like, solo it yourself.
Same thing with Blackout. If you have Blackout, there's solos. There's not just solos. There's duos, and there's also the Alcatraz Portal, which which that one they actually make you get on the team. But the thing about it is, I go in there in a party just by myself. I don't have to talk to anybody, and I just do my own thing. And somehow I still win. But not live on stream for some weird freaking reason. Every time I stream, I never get a win. But every time I don't stream, I win at least 2 or 3 games. I'm just like, God.
Speaking of, now that I have this whole mic set up and I found my webcam again, because that was one of the reasons why I had to use my girlfriend's Mac to do some of the podcasts. But now I'll be able to stream, and right now I am on a massive Grand Theft Auto 5 kick.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Are you actually going to stream this time?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Because I picked up 2 days of streaming last week, thinking that you were going to pick up one.
We will definitely iron this out, but I will stream this week.
Because
I'm busy with the video, but I'm done with it by today, so I'll be able to stream.
Because I actually skipped one day because I remember you saying that you were going to stream, and then you didn't, and I could have streamed that night.
That's because I had to order this damn thing for my microphone. And even so, I still had to deal with this feedback I'm getting on my headphones. Sticking
with gaming, let's get into some YouTube drama. Have you heard the drama between Tfue and FaZe Clan?
Oh hell yeah, I know way too much about that.
What's your thoughts?
So okay,
Well,
I
actually, first off, what side are you on?
uh, hmm. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not really trying to take sides because considering that they did sign him up under a very crappy contract, but he is kind of overreacting a bit because they never really acted on it.
Well, I'm gonna take sides. I'm Team Tifu all the way.
So I understand that if like anything was to arise, like that, I heard that they were trying to come up with a new contract, and he can totally work it into his favor, considering how much of a support he has right now from people and all of his fans. All I need to do is try to work with them on the new contract because I've heard he's like not tried to work with them and just tried to completely cut off the contract altogether. Which I heard there was a clause in the contract which is kind of crappy
The whole six
that
months of
if
not playing, if
not
you
being able to
quit,
play anything or make any kind of revenue from gaming, from streaming or anything for 6 months after
dude,
the
it's not
fact.
even just making money. It's playing at all. You're not allowed to play at all.
You just can't play video games at all,
Well, I
even
mean,
in your own house.
like the thing is, you could play on a console, but you can't play online, which is like the main games that Tifu plays. It's the online games.
Homie, he's about to become the first pro minesweeper.
But like, it's here's the reason why I'm Team Tifu. The thing is, for one thing, except for Phase Sensor, the rest of the guys to me seem like a bunch of douches. I don't know, man.
They're all
Tifu
what
was
I'd like to say
Tifu was the
is
only one that
like
was kind of like down to earth and cool, right? Like, like you could relate. The rest of them were just kind of like douchey dudes, man. I don't know. All about that YouTube fame and stuff. doing
let's
doing
see.
things for vids. And like the only other person that's kind of like Tifu was Face Sensor because that's all Sensor did was he played video games. He played Call of Duty. That was his thing. And
Yeah,
and then and then I tend to like I'll believe that they came to him about changing the contract, but I don't think they kind of pushed it enough, letting him know enough. Because I mean, like if you were doing that and like we'll change the contract to make it like more viable for you, I think Tifu would have bought into it. I don't know, but it's all hearsay and it's all talk. But even still, though, Team Tifu, my opinion.
So yeah, I this whole thing is just this is why when it comes down to it, no matter what you're going into, it's not like it used to be. Right now with gaming and pro gaming, it's all entertainment. It's all professional. Look at your contracts, have it read, double read it, bring it to a lawyer. Don't just sign whatever you can. For all you know, you're signing your life away and giving away the one thing that you love. So just like in 18 at the time when he got signed by Phased into this Phase house. So of course someone like that's not going to really pay attention to the full legality of their contracts.
They preyed on a young adult, dude. 'Cause they should know that people that young, they're just super hyped and excited about just getting noticed by a big group like Phase. So,
but they should also know that they're really vulnerable like that.
Exactly. Like, that's what I was gonna state right after.
But just it is what it is. Just if you are thinking about anything like that, contracts are a huge thing and not to be messed around with in any case. Even if it's about gaming, even if it's about something stupid, if it's on paper, it means something.
Yeah. You are lagging up a storm, dude. I don't know what's going on. It just keeps on happening.
Your mother.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna switch that off and see if that works and helps.
Man, you were cutting out a little bit too.
No, yeah, just right there because I turned off the Wi-Fi on my phone. So
speaking of, we gotta talk about that new router for you.
I know, dude. It'll help a lot. It'll help a lot in the future. But We'll get into that on off air. Okay.
Well, I was gonna say, they might make a pretty good thing to talk about.
True, but let's do it in the future one because I'm not even ready for it.
All right, so it's, we still got news, or are we going
Yeah.
into?
I have two more things. Deadpool rumors. There's a lot of rumors going on. In fact, a lot of the news that I was listening to was just news about rumors, which I was like, why are we doing news on rumors? It's just rumors. Everyone's like, oh, the next Deadpool showing is going to be an MCU film that's going to be with Spider-Man. Can't believe it because Spider-Man's owned by Sony. They're not going to voice it on a Sony product.
Mm-hmm.
The other part is that Deadpool is going to be, doing an Avengers movie. Well, that's going to be dumb because that's going to be too long in the future. They're not going to do that. So I don't know. There's just a lot of rumors about Deadpool, but like I don't know what to believe. And the thing is too, like, what's the big Comic-Con? The San Diego Comic-Con is coming up. And then also not just that, D23 is coming up. So they're going to make their big announcements there.
And also, I know it doesn't get as much love, but Emerald City too.
True that. But do they do big announcements at Emerald with Marvel?
Well, I mean, it's getting up there soon. It's starting to get a lot more. Well, okay, when it comes to big announcement and stuff like that.
I know they do New York. They do New York Comic-Con. They always do San Diego Comic-Con with news, even though they don't show up sometimes. Like last 2 years they didn't show, but they still had news. They also dropped big news on New York Comic-Con, and then they dropped big news at D23. Don't know about Emerald though. It's the only thing. But yeah, rumors are rumors. I'm gonna wait for the actual source to come out and say it. I want to hear it from Kevin Feige and Disney and Marvel themselves. Last one, and then
it's like
go ahead.
D23. I was like, what is that? An evolved version of like Eminem's old group?
No, man, that's the Disney like convention. That's the Disney's version of Comic-Con. D23. I can't believe you don't know about D23, man.
I do, but I was thinking about the group, and I was like, why does it sound familiar? And I had to look up the name.
Okay, and then so last one before we get into actual real topics. I wanna do a quick review because I'm gonna put out a spoiler review later this week for John Wick 3. But this is my quick review. If you haven't seen any of the other two movies, you might not like it because you don't know what's going on. So I suggest go watch the first two first. But if you've seen the first two, part 3 is freaking amazing. Awesome. Non-stop. Freaking, you can't leave your seat to go take a piss. It's just amazing.
Just do it in your chair.
So if you've seen the first two, you'll love 3. That's my review. And then so look forward to my spoiler review later this week.
And they already dropped the date for number 4.
Dang it, dude! Don't spoil it. Okay, not really. Well, kind of a spoiler, not really a spoiler, but you'll find out when I do my spoiler review.
For sure. I was just saying, I'm not saying really anything about it. I was just saying, like, they already, like, greenlit it.
True. But I won't say anything, because if I say anything, it will be spoilers. So, I think I said I was going to go first, or did you want to go first?
You can go if you want.
All right. First topic of the day. First real topic.
You know what? I'll go. No, just fuck.
Jesus, stop it. So, if you're anything like me, you're a Call of Duty fan, and if you're a Call of Duty fan, you have heard.
You drink a lot of Mountain Dew and Monsters.
Nope, G Fuel. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even drink G Fuel. But
please sponsor us.
But you have heard the news about the 2020 release. Now, if you don't know anything about it, this is how Call of Duty works. Every year, They have 3 developers that they switch off on. 1 year it'll be Treyarch, and they do the Black Ops series, and then it'll be Sledgehammer, and they do the Modern Warfare, and then I forget what third one is. It's Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward. And Infinity Ward, tell you the truth, they did Advanced Warfare. I think. I'm not for sure.
Infinity Ward did Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if they call it a certain thing or not. Because I know.
It was.
I know Sledgehammer does Modern Warfare, and I know that Treyarch does Black Ops. I don't know what Infinity Ward does. They might just do like whatever they come up with. I don't know.
I think they did Black Ops.
No, because Black Ops is Treyarch. That's Treyarch's whole thing.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, I think Infinity Ward did do Advanced Warfare, but so the thing is that Infinity Ward had their turn. I think they did World War II, and then Treyarch for this year has Black Ops 4, and then next 2019 or not 2019. So 2018 release was Black Ops 4 with Treyarch. 2019 coming up, or the year that we're in now, the next one coming out is going to be Modern Warfare with Infinity Ward. So Sledgehammer is supposed to do 2020, but there's an article that came out with Kotaku stating that there was a big mess. The game that they were developing turned into a gigantic mess. And the whole thing is because Sledgehammer was not getting along with Raven, which is their partner developing team. And they just couldn't get along because Sledgehammer had their lead uppers leave a couple of years ago, and they have a new head person, and whatever they were developing, they had differences between the way it looked, the way it ran, and everything like that. And so Activision came in and was like, hey, we do not want any delays on our Call of Duty franchise because it's supposed to come out every November every year, and we cannot take a chance of it not coming out. So what they did was, because the 2020 release was such a mess, they brought in Treyarch. So instead of getting a Modern Warfare or something that they usually put out, we are getting Black Ops 5 in 2020. Now, do you know? Do you know anything about this, Alex? Have you heard of any of this stuff?
I have heard a couple things, which may be speculation. I don't know if you want me to talk about it yet.
I mean, get into it, because I'll let you know if it's true or not. Because I'm pretty deep in this, because I am a Call of Duty fan, and I'm keeping in with a lot of this news that's coming out.
I heard that it is going to be coming out as like nothing new. It's going to be the same old like Black Ops, but a newer version. But I also heard that it may even possibly be the last from that company, or just the last altogether.
I don't know if that's you, but the thing is they're thinking about dropping Sledgehammer and making it just Treyarch and Infinity Ward. Now, that's a rumor, though, so that's not fact. That's just something that's and the article kind of insinuates, but there's no statement from Activision actually saying that. And the game that's supposed to be coming out in 2020 is going to be part of what Sledgehammer and Raven was making, which was a single player campaign set in the Cold War. But Treyarch's going to finish it, and they're going to make it a Black Ops version, and not whatever version that Sledgehammer and Raven was making. So it's going to be like a whole Treyarch. Treyarch is basically going to come in and take over, and just like finish it up and clean it up and add stuff to it. Which is kind of like, okay, cool, they fixed everything, but what happens with that is that that's the reason why Blackout and Black Ops 4 hasn't got much updates, because Activision, not Activision, but Treyarch is too busy fixing someone else's problems. Alex,
What?
stop it.
I'm fine. Damn.
I mean, I should have just let you start first.
I mean, it's the same old, because I mean, going back to the old games, it was fun when it was, Modern Warfare, and then it was Call of Duty 4, then Modern Warfare, and then it goes into Black Ops, and then it goes back into Modern Warfare 2, and then it brings out the other Black Ops, and then you get World at War. It's kind of like the same thing when it was back at Battlefield 1942, and then Battlefield, I think it was 20 something. It was crazy, but it's just kind of strange because all these new games that are coming out, they've made me really appreciate the newer characters. Like, I'm so used to the robots now, and the robot dogs, and the running on walls and all that stuff. I think they should just I understand that they're trying to fix it and turn it into a Black Ops game, but I think they should have kept it a little more futuristic. I hate that they're kind of going back a step. Like, they do that a lot. But all they have to do is keep the same game and then just throw in a couple new different things, maybe some new characters, some new ultimates or something. I hate to think that after, World War II, we're going back into Black Ops again.
Well, see, that's what I'm kind of afraid of, but we don't have to be, because the next the next one coming out is going to be Infinity Ward's one in November. So we're going to get that, and it's going to be something different. And then after that, then it's gonna go back to Black Ops. So we still have one game in between. The thing is that it was supposed to be a brand new thing with Sledgehammer, but it's just too messy. And from what I hear, it's probably gonna be boots on ground because it's gonna be in the Cold War. So I don't know how that's gonna be. And also that was just the description of the campaign. They didn't even talk about the multiplayer part, or if they're going to be doing a battle royale part and stuff like that. But see, the main thing that I was getting into it about was that that's the main reason why Black Ops 4 hasn't had any updates, or any good updates, is because their Treyarch is too busy fixing Sledgehammer's problem. And that's what makes me kind of irritated, because I'm playing. I spent my money and bought Black Ops 4, and they promise us more updates and better updates and a better game, and but because of Sledgehammer, Treyarch has to spend their time doing that and not updating the game that we're playing right now.
See, that's the one issue I have when it comes to any of the Call of Duty games. It's a hit or miss, 50-50 on whether or not it's going to be one of the games that, like World War II, that constantly gets updates, or like a Black Ops 4 where they just give us the game and then they forget about it completely. It's a 50-50. I'm just hoping, because even though World War II just came out a while ago, it was still kind of something new. We haven't seen anything kind of like that since World at War, but even that didn't have that great multiplayer.
I had fun with World War II. It was good. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted, until I got into the whole battle royale scene, and then I kind of left. But it was an awesome game, and I do agree they had updates going into mid-release of Black Ops 4, which was ridiculous, because Black Ops 4 promised more updates, and then World War II was getting updates while us players who were playing Black Ops 4 was like, "Where's our updates?"
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I just hope Treyarch, when Treyarch fixes it, and if And when it comes down to it, if Sledgehammer and Raven can't fix their problems with each other, just make it Treyarch and Infinity Ward. You know, we don't, us consumers, the ones that are fans of Call of Duty who goes out every November to buy a copy of the new Call of Duty, we don't want to be sitting here waiting to see if we get updates and waiting to see how good the game is, and you know, just like wondering like what's happening. Why did we spend $60 on this game if we're not getting updates and stuff like that? So like if they make it just the two companies, or if Sledgehammer doesn't fix their problems with Raven, or they make it a two company, it'll be better, because then at least then we'll have developers that are dedicated to the game that's out at that time, instead of having to go out and fix someone else's problems, and us consumers are just sitting there like twiddling our thumbs.
It's kind of like, if you think about it, if you're not into Call of Duty, imagine if it's like going into the brand new Halo series, if Bungie and 343 didn't agree. In that case, just, you know, stick with what made it big. Go back to Bungie, maybe get some of 343's insights, maybe stick with Ensemble. But, you know, if they brought in Infinity Ward back in, I don't think people would be mad, because they already, for so many games now, knew what would make the fans that
Infinity War is still part of the loop. It's supposed to go through three. It's supposed to switch between three different companies. The only thing is now Sledgehammer is messing up. You know what I'm saying?
They only had maybe one game, if any, that was decent. Raven has been known to make a good Call of Duty game, mostly the Black Ops games. Treyarch did awesome with the newer Advanced and Infinite Warfare.
Alex, dude, you're messing it all up, man.
I don't know. I don't play too much Call of Duty. But what I'm trying to say is, when it comes down to it, the games that I've played and that have been known to have those few developers, honestly, they haven't really destroyed it for me. But this new company that just came in, like you were saying, I forgot what it was, like Stonehammer.
Stop it, dude! If you don't, come on, man. If you're not,
what is it?
If you're not into it, you don't have to talk like you're into it. Just say you don't know. Something. But here, I'm gonna fix what Alex just said. It's so Treyarch does Sledge. God dang, you're messing me up, dude. Come on, man.
Okay, wait,
Treyarch does Black Ops. Treyarch does Black Ops 4. Sledgehammer usually does the Modern Warfare stuff, and so does Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward usually does like World War II, and also does a couple of the Modern Warfare stuff as well. Yeah, so that's the correct thing about it. You know what?
So what I'm gonna say,
let's just leave it alone. I know you don't want to talk. I know you don't want to talk about Call of Duty. So let's get into your topic.
I gotta say this. All the games that I really liked when it came to Call of Duty have had nothing to do with Sledgehammer. So if they're really gonna go into it and not agree with what's going on, I say stick with the old fogies. They know what's good. They know how to make a really good game, because I can tell you all of the old Call of Duty games that I've played, I could play hours and hours and hours, and I don't even care what happens. The storyline, multiplayer, it's always been fun. So I don't want to see something like that that's held on such a high pedestal be brought down by somebody who wants to change things up and do things different. But I say, give us what you got. If you're going to try to fix it, just give it to us. But I'm really looking forward to what the new game that's supposed to come out in November is, because, you know, I don't really have the money to fully get all the games that come out, like the new one that you're playing right now. But if it's really worth it, I will definitely shell out for the new game coming in November, because I like waiting for the milestone games that actually come out So is it every year in November?
Yeah. And also, that's not really the question, or that wasn't really the statement at hand, but we'll go with that.
No, I know. This is for me, because I like getting those games. I do admit they do come out with a lot of games,
Yeah,
more
it's
than
yeah
I'm kind of used to.
they do one game every November.
So I mean, it is what it is. There are a lot of games that I like getting, so I can't really be buying it like that. But it's about time that the next milestone game comes out for me. So I'm definitely probably gonna buy it. So if it's good, I'm hoping it's gonna be really good. That's all I gotta say. Because I like he's getting mad about. I don't really like Call of Duty that much. I like to play it, but I don't know about the
Well,
history.
the thing
But
is,
still,
the thing is that just comment about the stuff you know. Don't make up things.
I said I didn't know. I
Trying
was
to
just hoping.
I'm trying to put out info here. I know, but you started out shooting out things that were like not correct and didn't make
Hey, he
sense.
fixed it.
Just say yeah. I'm
He
like, all right,
fixed it.
cool. I'll take that as a notice to move along. But you're just like, I don't know, like I mean, like if you were talking about like World of Warcraft and I just started like rambling about World of Warcraft that wasn't real. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, but so that's the news. That's the whole subject on the whole Call of Duty situation that's going on. Sledgehammer is having troubles. Treyarch is pulling them out of the trash and helping them out, but with the caveat that us people that are playing the Treyarch game right now, it's just not getting the dedication that it deserves. So we might have to wait until 2 years or a year later before we can get a game that Treyarch's going to be staying and updating everything that we want, or just keeping the updates constant. Even still though, Blackout and Black Ops 4 still an amazing game. I play it every day. It's awesome. I love it, and I'm gonna buy the next one too. That's that
I just hope
subject.
it doesn't.
That subject,
Just real quick,
Alex. Give us
I
give us
hope
yours.
since I really don't play those games, but I just really hope, because a lot of people I know, just like you, are really enjoying this new version. The whole the Fortnite version
Battle
where it's
Royale.
like battle royale. I really hope it, because it's something new. I really hope it doesn't turn into like a whole remastered thing where they just kind of forget about it completely,
Nah, I
and you
doubt it.
guys don't see an update.
I doubt it. I mean, don't their last few updates were actually pretty cool, and their updates are starting to get constant again. So I'm pretty sure whatever they're fixing over there with Sledgehammer, it's probably getting dealt with, and they have a second development team running both sides, so it should be cool. But yeah, let's move on to the next subject.
So about Call of Duty, when it goes back to Modern Warfare, so I am a really old fan of Disney, even though it's kind of a strange thing, because when people think of Disney, they think of princesses, they think of Disneyland, they think of all these weird things. They don't realize that some of the really good movies that came out are still from Disney. Like you got your Emperor's New Groove, you got Lilo and Stitch. Everything that comes out from Disney is awesome. So now that they have their contract with Star Wars, the biggest update to Disneyland that just came out was the whole Galaxy's Edge, which was just opened a little while ago, and there's a lot of things going around. One of the biggest things right now, which
Wait,
I'm really interested in.
I thought it was May 31st.
No, they actually already have people going in and testing it out.
Okay.
One of the big things people are talking about is the store. The store is probably one of the best that has ever come out for Disneyland. I know a lot of people give it flack for being so expensive, and everything there is just, a very cheaply made hat that's like $50. This is a little different. If you really, really, really love the Star Wars universe, you should really try to check it out. And if you're going to spend money anywhere, this is probably the place to go. There is the very first bar to ever open up in a Disneyland, and it's going to be centered around the Cantina, which is already an awesome idea. But just like the Universal Studios with the Harry Potter land, there's going to be a 30-minute long presentation, essentially, or like a walkthrough storyline kind of thing. But at the end of it is going to be a story. You don't have to go through it if you don't want to, but you can if you want to. I'd say go through it because anything that Disney does is awesome. So it's probably going to be one of the coolest things you're ever going to see. But at the end of it is
exit
like
through the gift shop.
dude, it's going to end in a custom made lightsaber shop called
Ooh.
Savvy's Workshop. You can go in, build your own lightsabers, and apparently, just like Universal Studios with the wands, the lightsabers interact with all of the droids around the store, around the area. And so they start, it's going to be a little pricey, but if you've done your research like I have back in the day and you've always wanted to feel like training blades from Ultra Sabers or, some of those saber workshops, they're all around 200 to 300 without sound. And then with sound and lights, you're looking at maybe like 300 to 400 bucks. But the ones at Disneyland are going to go up to about 200, maybe $300. I'm not sure yet if it comes with or without a blade. It should come with sound, but I just think that's pretty awesome considering that they're opening up their arms to the fact that a lot of people are really interested in that type of thing. So I'm probably going to go check it out soon if I get a chance to go back down to Disneyland and check it out. Because how can you not get a custom blade made just for you?
I mean, we had the conversation already, so I am planning on going. I just gotta save up for it.
Are you gonna do the 30-minute thing and then get a blade after?
I mean, shoot, I'm gonna try to get as much out of it as I can. But now with that said, though, like, Jesus, I gotta save up a grip load now because I mean, like, it's gonna be expensive just to get in the door, and now I gotta save up like at least $200 for a lightsaber. I mean, I can't go and not get a lightsaber. That's the thing.
But you can go and get the one that's about half the price, which is a customized and fully built droid, which is only about $99.
Droid, but I don't know. I'd rather have the lightsaber. I don't know.
True, everybody wants to have the lightsaber. That's an extra $100.
Yeah,
but the
like,
droids are
you know how Harry Potter fans have to have their wands. Dude, a Jedi needs his lightsaber, man. Come on.
Yeah, apparently they're really good quality. They have the clip so you can put it onto your belt. It comes with the stand. It does everything. So I'm guessing it's going to come with the blade and the lights and everything. So it's probably going to be the full thing. Honestly, I would really love to do it. I'd probably also still get a custom-made sword from like Ultra Sabers and stuff like that because their swords just look awesome. And I do admit Disneyland stuff always looks awesome, but because they're always having to be a little conservative about that, it's never really as awesome as it could be,
Yeah, but
either way,
it's just to finish off your experience of the whole place.
Yeah, it's supposed to finish off the experience considering the show for the lightsaber might be a little much of a stretch because I heard it's going to be 30 minutes per show and only 28 people per show. So seeing as how many people are going to try to go, it might be a little hard to, so you might just have to go straight to the shop. But there's going to be the Savvy's Workshop, which is going to be a full custom built lightsaber, which if you're going to go, you might as well do. Screw the hats, screw the Mickey Mouse popcorn boxes or
dude,
whatever.
I'm only there for Star Wars, dude. I care less about a mouse. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. That's where all the money goes to. You can't keep getting like 50 churros.
I'm there for the Wookiees, the Stormtroopers, and the Jedis.
Well, I'm also trying to bring back a couple of those custom Galaxy's Edge Coke bottles too. Apparently they're supposed to look like kind of like a hand grenade, but they also have Star Wars words on it and like different languages. So I think that's pretty cool. So if
Right.
you're gonna do anything and spend any money, go straight there.
I
Screw all
don't
the
know.
rest.
I'm already excited for it, but the only thing is I have to wait because I don't want to go when it's first freshly open. I'm waiting for it to die down.
Here's the thing though, you don't want to let it die down too much because still, it's Disney. So after a while,
Well,
they might stop some of the extra theatrics,
It doesn't matter to me. Like the thing is, dude, I'm not gonna go during the summer. I'm gonna go during the fall because the summer is when it opens. Like the beginning of summer is when it freshly opens. So I'm gonna wait until fall when kids are back in school. So you're not gonna have that many kids. I mean, you're still gonna have kids there because the ones that are playing sick and stuff, whatever. But it'll be less kids, and the hype should have died down a little bit already. So that's what I'm waiting for.
Also, go check out the cantina. I'm pretty sure that just like some of the Disneyland, back in the day, they had a bunch of drinks before even Galaxy Edge was even like a thing. It was drinks that even came with like, lights of like the Millennium Falcon inside that. So if you do get any drinks or food, probably go there because you might come back with like a really cool souvenir. So if you or Gabe are gonna grab something, I say check out the cantina.
I mean, I'm gonna check out everything. I mean, if I'm going there, if I'm spending the money to go there, I'm gonna check out everything. I'm not gonna miss one thing.
I know.
You know what
It's
I'm
just because from what I've heard, it is technically a bar that serves alcoholic drinks. I'm not sure if that's all they're gonna sell.
I doubt it, dude. Because
like-
Disney's not about bars. Disney's about like having everyone. So they're gonna have food. So I can get like a snack or something. So I'll check it all out. I'm there. I'm there for the experience.
I've also heard that from some of the people who have actually gotten a quick tour of it, that they're full on when it comes to the the voice acting of the area. Like they're full on. Like
I mean, I'm pretty
speaking
sure.
like it was Star Wars.
Also, I'm
really excited about that.
Also, I have coworkers that already have reservations, and they're saying that they had to get their reservations like way super early, and that everything's basically booked up. So I'm pretty sure the summer's already all booked up. So if any of you guys are planning going during the summer, good luck. Unless you have friends that are working there that could hook you up with a way in. So
And I'm a part of a couple Disney groups on Facebook. And if you haven't known and you are interested in going to the Disneyland area or just Disney at all, the Star Wars area in Disneyland, you better know that they just updated their stroller size. So if you do have a big enough stroller, they will kick you out. They will take you, bring you to the side, and make you leave. And us personally, not having children, are actually kind of getting a little kick out of seeing a bunch of people get kicked out. But there is a size restraint, so check up on that before you start going there with your giant, massive
baby.
Yeah, if you got like 5 kids, just make them walk.
Why you kid shaming?
Because kid shaming is my kink.
All right. But I'm down with that. We're all planning on going. We just don't know when.
If we are gonna plan on going and gonna get our own lightsaber, let's believe there's gonna be a Get Geeked Network lightsaber battle.
Better get there.
Little tip. We actually had ideas of cosplaying as Jedis to a couple Comic Cons with choreography. So a little tidbit into our backstory.
Some of us already have our cosplay, and some don't.
Man, because you and Alyssa are into the whole Jedi thing, man. I'm thinking about being Sith. I don't see the hate on that.
Well, you didn't just want to be Sith, but you were like trying to mash up characters that weren't even Sith.
No, it's because
you're like I'm
backstories.
gonna be a Shredder Sith. Like what? That doesn't even make sense.
That means I get a laser pike, not just a lightsaber. I get a lightsaber
It's like
pike.
when did the Ninja Turtles go into Star Wars?
They didn't, but they did go into. Damn, I forgot the name of
Time.
it. It started out with critters.
They went back in time.
They did, and they also went into the future.
But yeah.
But yeah, so you never know. There might even be a couple cosplay videos coming up eventually, where we go to some Comic Cons and act like fools with actual backstories.
Okay, so I was gonna end it right there, but there's a news thing that I forgot to talk about, and you're probably not gonna know anything about it, but I just want to put it on the end tip here because I'm actually pretty excited about it. I just watched Double or Nothing that was held by AEW last night, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's the new wrestling company that is owned by Tony Khan, which is one of the co-owners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's partnered up with Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and that show was amazing. Like I've watched a lot of the WWE pay-per-views. I've seen all the last ones that just happened. Money in the Bank was the last one. Good God, a lot of it was disappointing. And good God, a lot of it just seemed like boring and weird storylines that did not make sense at all. But it was so refreshing to see AEW's pay-per-view last night because they didn't really have storylines. It was just purely action and action-packed. And the small, tiny storylines they had made sense. It wasn't dumb and stupid. And they didn't bring Brock Lesnar back for no reason. And I don't know. Oh God, like I'm so frustrated with WWE, but it was so refreshing to see. Their TV stuff starts in the fall. I want to say they're rumoring it about around October, and it's going to be on TNT, which was the old home of WCW. So AEW is going to be on TNT, and they also have their UK stuff too with I want to say ITV. I forget what it was. I think that was what it is, but they have amazing talent, and not just that, they showcase actual Chinese wrestler from China who have their own organization over there, and they were awesome. They also pull from Japan because Kenny, if you guys don't know, Kenny Omega is a big star in New Japan Wrestling, and they grabbed a few of the New Japan women's wrestlers to do a 6-man tag, which was an amazing show. Like it was like if you've never seen Japanese wrestling, I suggest you watch it because they always put on a miraculous like acrobatic event and storyline, and just the way they act is weird. It's like it's watching like a full on live action anime. But yeah, amazing stuff from AEW. I'm super excited. WWE, Vince McMahon, y'all better get your shit straight. You better bring up your talent. You better get your storylines straight and better because you got competition coming up the pipe. These guys ain't messing around. And not just that, they're taking a lot of your talent with them because one of the guys that debuted last night was John Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, and then also the Perfect 10 also. And then also I also hear rumors that they might even get CM Punk for the next one. So who knows? Super excited though. AEW. If you guys don't know what it is, look it up. The Elite, be elite. And that's all I gotta say about that. Anything else, Alex?
I got a little something to add on that one. Give him the old dick twist.
What? No.
Yeah. Twist his dick.
But anything else? Anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to talk about before we put this baby to rest?
So, just a little last update on everything. We have more videos coming out. I finally realized on how to actually put out a decent video in 4K, which I'm capable of doing. So, night and day, my yo-yo video, the last one, that's going to look like absolute trash. So, we're gonna come out with the new videos. Probably gonna be the first episode of the toy unboxing review. Might be more if it's more wanted, but I'm probably gonna do it because it was pretty fun just to
Also,
unbox stuff like
hold
that.
on. Your video's like super laggy. Like you're barely moving, but you're saying a lot. There you go. See, why is it every time I say something about it, it fixes itself? Are you doing something?
Your magic. I don't know. But yeah, so the videos are gonna come out soon. We're probably gonna try to do some toy finding videos too, because there's a couple figures that I know you want to get, and I know
Yeah.
there's a couple things I want to get.
I actually was supposed to do that last week, but because it's just not working out because I had to use the money that I was going to use to buy the action figure to actually keep maintenance on my car. So, but I mean, on my next paycheck, I should be making that video because then I should have cash for it. And also, I'll probably be getting a new modem, so I'll be fixing all this lag that you see.
So, and also, if you know, Pokemon cards, Unbroken Bonds just came out. So, I know there's a couple cards that everybody's wanting. So, me and Gabe might do a couple packs of
opening videos. Well, maybe I'll even maybe like buy a few packs and give that away too, and then we open the packs that we are gonna open. Yeah, so a lot to look forward to. Sorry if you guys are if the lag is bothering you guys. I should be trying to get that fixed within like the next few episodes or so. You might have to just deal with it for a couple more episodes. Yeah.
Also, our next episode, we're going to be doing something a little new with the videos, so it might be a little clearer. We're still testing it as we go, so give us a little break because, you know, it takes us like an hour beforehand to try to fix everything, and then we just eventually just say F it and just go with it.
Also, comment on how white Alex is right now. Dude, he's super white. He's like a ghost.
I live in Washington. We don't know what the sun is. The rain is our sunshine.
But with that said, that brings us to the end of episode 12. We thank you, everybody.
76.
I also want to thank everyone who's newly subscribed. We are now up to 40 subscriber, getting us closer to the 100 subscriber goal so that we get our unique URL for our YouTube. Instead of having random letters and numbers, it could be YouTube / Get Geeked Network. So, hoping for that. That's the goal we're trying to get to. And we want to thank everyone who subscribed. We love you all. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you for putting up with the lag. And we're hopefully getting you better product every other time and new content coming up. And Alex should be streaming this week, hopefully.
Treyarch did Modern Warfare. Sledgehammer did Black Ops 2.
Yeah, but Treyarch does Black Ops now. They did Black Ops 4.
Treyarch did World at War.
Shut up, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. Captain Kirk was...
Raven did Advanced Warfare.
Captain Kirk has a lightsaber.
Bush did 9/11. Wait, whoa, hey.
Let's not get into that. That's going to cause a lot of trouble. But yes, we want to thank everybody. Everybody, much love. And we will see you all on the next episode. Goodbye.
Bungie.